It's Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We've got some really cool videos that are coming at you today. The first one starting off with this, which is going to be about Day of the Deadpool. Why are we talking about this, Rich? What's so important? It starts off, it started with a thread response. Never knew it could come to this, but yeah. Also, we got like two really amazing videos about one specific topic later on today. Quicksilver, my God, what he does to Scarlet Witch. More on that later on today. If you've seen the tweet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In any case, we start off with this, and that is that Kabam Jax responded to a thread all about the Day of the Deadpool. We'll talk about like what if you know what Day of the Deadpool is, you'll kind of learn in a second. So in response to a thread, but there's actually two threads about this, about whether or not the event will return in response to saving up gold, blah 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 blah. Okay, what's all this about? Up to this point, I haven't heard anything about this coming back, the event, Day of the Deadpool. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean it won't return, and don't come and yell at me if you spend everything and it does. But as of now, I haven't heard even a whisper about it. I said something similar when people were asking about the trade-in store with Awakening Gems and Signature Stones, because some people said they were holding on to items hoping for their return. But even when I told them what I knew, they said they continue to hold on to them regardless, so use the information however you see fit. And do bear in mind, a lot of people do have this, I don't know, attachment to Kabam, will consistently put out events at certain points of the year. Apart from the gifting event, nothing is secured with this game. I was hoping we'd see a Mutant Treasure Island return, and we are now coming into 2 years, I think it's since it returned, since it was like out for the first time, and it hasn't returned, even though Kabam said they would like to return it at some kind of like point. So with Kabam, I always say expect the unexpected, and as well never think that something's going to return, because you always get stung if you kind of like go, oh yes, but then at the same time you need to hoard gold, and you need to hoard like Awakening Gems, because you don't know whether or not like these particular events are going to return. I mean, for me, I'm holding on to all my Awakening Gem crystals. How many have I got now? I think I've got a good, yeah, so I've got like 9 5-star Awakening Gem crystals. I mean, I don't use 5 stars quite so much anymore, and I've got 4-star ones there. And I'm holding on to them because, again, like, you just don't know whether or not these events will return. And the problem with the events when they came around the first time is you had to have high volume in order to get something good from it. And also you'd have to trade stuff in order to get them. So it becomes a bit of a problematic element that you're like, well, this is a bit annoying. I'm going to have to save up for stuff. But in any case, getting gold is going to be the next part of this. Just a quick little kind of like TLDR for people interested, like who haven't seen this event for the first time. Then how it really worked was there was a spending thing. You could spend to kind of access a special type of arena, I think it was. And you were able to kind of get like ranks, like points from it, and then points with 5 stars potentially, blah blah blah. There was like something there for you to grab. There was also, and I think the most important thing, is the deals and offers, because there was some special deals and offers. So there were some unit offers which you could get, so you'd spend like on this stuff. There was another one, I think this is the Cavalier one, but there was like unit spend things. It was in October, so that's the other thing that would be potentially 2 months away for us if it were to return. And the best thing were these two things here. So I think this was one of them. This one definitely. But 6-star Nexus Hero Crystal for 3 million gold. Now I think there was some other ones, but I can't find any of the info for that. But there was a gold offer there. And then there was a gold offer there. So I think there was a couple. I think there was 2. In a nutshell, you were looking to get 4.2 million gold plus the 3.6 million gold. So that puts you in the region of 7 mil. Was it 7? Just over? No, 7 mil. Just under 8 mil. So let's call it 8 mil. 8 mil gold to be exact that you would need for this. So that's going to be a big preparation thing. If you've got 8 million gold at this point, or you've got that amount to kind of maybe just slot away, maybe do that. Would Kabam kind of increase what you would be spending your gold on? Maybe. Are we currently in a gold drought situation? Quite possibly. I've definitely seen plenty of threads to that particular effect, and especially looking at things of going, okay, well, is everyone short of gold in game at the moment? A little bit. the thing is, right, it's now coming to a point where I'm having to grind a lot more than maybe I'd like to. I've returned back to Alliance Wars because I need the loyalty from that in order to grab stuff. I've returned back to incursions. Again, like, I've now had to kind of increase my kind of grind in game in order to grab more stuff from it. And look, and I'm sure there'll be people out there that would say, look, oh, you need, well, if you want something in this game, you're going to have to grind for it. Yeah, well, that seems to be the case. But it didn't always used to be the case. It used to be the case that I would be able to do a little bit of arena that I do right now as a non-spending player. And then I would be able to do a little bit of side quest content, 100% my Cavalier difficulty, and I still have gold left over that if I ranked up one 6-star champion for the month, I might have a little bit left extra, and I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm able to kind of like save it back just for a rainy day. I use in Bunny as rainy day. Now it's a case like every time I seem to get myself about like 2 mil gold, it's normally down to about 800,000 with the spend of being in the map 8 Alliance, and also with anything else. Like as soon as I get 2 mil gold, it's down to 800k within 2-3 days, so that's always a problem, and especially because I kind of do little bits of kind of leveling up when the level up event is on in order to maximize my take home for the minimal amount of effort for that particular solo 22-hour event, so that I can bag myself the unit, the revive, and the health potion that comes with it. So you have to be incredibly savvy with it. Now, because this event dropped in October, it's either going to be a case that it is or isn't going to come back. The reason I want to do a video now, just to kind of like highlight it may be best to kind of like think about a grind process, is that, well, if you're grinding away right now for units in Arena in order to get units for the gifting event and also Cyber Weekend being the first one, and then kind of like the gifting event being the secondary element to it, then you're already on that process of grind in order to get the gold back from it from Arena grinding. This is then the point in time of going, look, if it comes back, it comes back, but do be warned, it might not come back. So it's all about grabbing gold as quickly and efficiently as possible, and especially at a time when gold is a very difficult commodity to keep hold of nowadays. And that's where certain things like uncollected gold crystals, greater golden crystals that you get from certain areas, like going and doing things like cosmic combat, arena wins, and things like that can be advantageous to you. Make sure just to complete content, because that's just the other thing as well. Content will give out gold. Whether or not it's doing all of the side quests, which I do recommend, especially when you get the option to do it, because doing these kind of galangos go to whatever year that may be in the place to go, there is gold that you can get back from that one. That's kind of the way to go. As well, 100% in Cavalier difficulty. So, you know, all the other kind of like difficulties as well, if you've got any spare energy to do that. Those are some of the main things. Also, I would say look at your stash and look if there's any kind of like little things here or there that you could sell. And for me, I kind of like, I don't know what, actually I get tier 1 alpha like there's no one's business. And as well with ISO, if ISO is going to expire and you're like, okay, well I've already got like so much ISO, like, well, just sell some, like just kind of sell a little bit. So it's like if it's going to be lost and say you don't want to spend that gold to level up, then have at it, you know, sell that stuff. You might say, but you shouldn't sell ISO. Well, always do what I do. Go and do once you've done lower content, it allows you to get things like this. Look, I got 4-star hero crystal shards, and all I can really do is say is like, right, if I do the 4-star hero there, or if for some reason I want to choose the dual class, then well, I've got that there. I've got these 4-star shards. Then I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna like pop 5 right here, 10,000 4-star shards. And I've got 30,000 in boot. I've now collect myself. Oh, look at all that ISO. Oh my god, I've just completely replenished my supply. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. So then that's good. Like, do that. And if you don't want to kind of like level up some of those champions with some of that ISO because you've gone and grinded up that and you've got a surplus and supply of it, then go and sell that ISO that you got extra. Like, those are options for you. You can do that. Look out for offers. Look out for deals that may be beneficial to you. A bit of an iffy one, go to the glory store and buy the gold crystal. Again, it's up to you whether or not you want to spend any kind of glory on that, because look, spending elsewhere on other stuff is maybe more important. But at least to say, like, you know, once a week you can buy 10 of them, you know, that's something. And especially with the legendary event, do bear in mind that the legendary event is coming up at the end of the month. It may be advantageous to pick up that. Actually, I think it's next week. So the Legends event is coming up, so you may want to kind of do that. I might have accidentally just bought that, but you can see how inputs are so weird in this game, where I literally kind of like, I don't know, like Terminator 2 just kind of bladed it into the actual device. There's also incursions if you can go a lot further, and I would say like it would be good if Kabam added more to say the Sector 7, because at times the AI and a lot of the performance issues Sector 7 can be a little bit more easier to go and grind out to get the gold more easily, especially when you get to a certain point in the game. But yeah, like incursions is also like, you know, a great place to kind of go. And yeah, just try and have fun with it wherever you're grinding. But I think the arena side of things may deliver back more to you, especially from a unit acquisition perspective, and especially for saving up things like Cyber Weekend. So if you added an extra 1 hour, I don't know, every 2 to 3 days into your arena grind, you may kind of benefit yourself with getting more gold as a result. But yeah, good luck everybody in the grind and how you look to kind of like acquire gold. Do bear in mind this event may not come back. That's something to point out as well. And as Kabam Jax did say, it may not come back. I thought it was important to mention this in a particular video because, again, similar to that gifting event video that I did the other day, it's all about preparation. I don't want to say, I don't know, on the 8th of October, sorry, that was the date, the 8th of October, if this event comes back and I go, here's some places to go and get gold, people go, oh, I don't have any gold, oh, it's too late for me to get gold. Well, look, you know, at least I can say I put out a video about 2 months ago to say, hey, there is and are places that you could grab a good chunk of gold from. You may want to increase your program of gold acquisition. You may want to think about champions not being ranked up until this this kind of point in time. It's just down to you. So it's up to you whether or not you want to go and grab yourself an extra 8 mil gold and prepare for this. That's going to be the thing as well. So potentially look out for this coming back, or potentially not. That's kind of the point of the video. But thanks very much for watching. Check out some other content which will be on screen right now. And yeah, I'll see you in the videos later on today, which are going to be incredibly spicy. And there's going to be a really cool speed run. So see you then. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.